What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the TARP Sports YouTube page. Today, by the title, you should know this. We're going to be going over my future MLB bets for the 2023 season. Let's get into it. All right, first off, the big question is who's going to win the World Series? And from my past videos, you should know I don't predict the future, I spoil it. So that being said, I know who wins this World Series. And let's take a look at things, all right? So how do we determine this? So the main things you want to look at is lineups, the pitching rotation, and the bullpen. That's the three things you really only want to look at. And who has top of each of those three categories, all right? Well, lineup, the first team you probably thought of that has the top of those three is the Braves. The Braves and the Yankees. The Yankees are up there, but the Yankees always choke. So the Braves are the odds-on favorite. So you don't want to wait a whole season for a team that's the favorite. You're only going to get $100. Is only going to get you what, $500 back? You want a team with some juice, some value, and a team that I know has this a top lineup, a top pitching rotation, and a top bullpen is the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals are going to win the World Series. They had the two leading MVP candidates in Paul Goldschmidt and Arenado, and now they're adding Jordan Walker. And if you don't know who Jordan Walker is, you better go look up his highlights because this kid is ready for the big leagues. I think he's the favorite to win Rookie of the Year in the NL. He's a stud. They're going to have him he's really a third baseman, but they're going to put him in the corner outfield, maybe even third base some days or first base some days. But he's legit, man, and adding his bat in the mix with Goldschmidt and Arenado, this is going to be a deadly lineup, arguably one of the best lineups in the MLB if he hits how he was hitting in spring training. And the pitching rotation I think it's on the verge of being top 10, but it's still a top rotation in this league, top half, very easily top half in the league, arguably top 10. And their bullpen, I think, is top 10 also. I think it's on the lower end. I think it's more towards 8-ish, but I think this Cardinals team is very well-rounded. They're always good. It's the Cardinals. They're always in the playoff picture. Give me the Cardinals at plus. I got them at plus 2,000. When this video drops, I'm not really too sure what their odds will be, but if you see it on the screen here, I put a quarter of a unit, $25, right on it. All right, I think the Cardinals. Braves, they're the odds-on favorite at plus 750. I mean, the Braves are a good team, but you don't want to wait the whole season for just plus 750. It's a long MLB season. You want it to be worth your while to wait. Give me the Cardinals. All right, next up, MVPs. All right, my NL MVP is no other than my favorite team, so it might be might be some bias, but last year I told you Paul Goldschmidt would win MVP, and he did. So go check Twitter for that if you don't believe me, because I couldn't find the photo again to put it up. But this year's NL MVP is Trey Turner. Trey Turner just signed with the Philadelphia Phillies. He in the Baseball World Classic. He was going off. His bat looks really good. This new pitching rule should help him steal a lot more bases. And he's one of the most well-rounded players in the league. A lot of people believe he's the best player in the league. Give me Trey Turner, MVP, plus 1,100. Put $25 on that also. And my AL MVP, people said he had a down year last year. I mean, in comparison to his rookie year, it was a down year. But it was still one of the better seasons for a baseball player. And that's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is an absolute stud. This Blue Jays team has a chance to go far. I also I was thinking about them to win the World Series also. They have a great lineup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is very well protected in that lineup. A good pitching rotation. If they win that division, he has a season that he's been having since joining the MLB. He's an MVP candidate, 100%. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., give me that at plus 1,300. Next up are the Cy Youngs. Cy Young, my NL Cy Young, he comes from the San Francisco Giants, and this is going to be crazy if it hits. I promise you that. Logan Webb plus 3,000. All right. Last year, this is technically his fourth year because he's gotten caught up and all that but his first 2 full years, his rookie year, he was really good, and last year he was even better, and that's when especially pitching wise, there's a thing called sophomore slump. He didn't go through it, all right? in Logan Webb's third year, full year, I expect him to be lights out. If he gets those strikeouts up, he can easily win Cy Young if he keeps that ERA down like he has been, and also that whip. The only thing that scares me with this bet is the wins. I'm not sure how good the Giants will be, but the wins aren't everything, man. We've seen DeGrom win. I mean, he's no DeGrom. I know that. And we've seen DeGrom win Cy Youngs. I think it was an MVP also with a terrible record. So give me Logan Webb, man. I think that's well worth it at plus 3,000. Next up for the AL. This guy's been around for a while, but he's still young. He's only 27 years of age. Give me Shane Bieber at plus 1,600. I think the Cleveland Guardians, I think they can easily win this division. Shane Bieber, if it gets the strikeouts up a little bit, that ERA is always down, that whip is always down. And this is, I mean, we're spoiled today watching the MLB. We see 22-year-olds come up and hit 40 home runs like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And we've seen these young pitchers just be lights out from the age of 23. But Shane Bieber, he's 27, so back when I was younger, you know, I'm not that old right now, but when I was younger, players really weren't good until they got to 26, 27, 28. Like this is considered just reaching their prime back then. It's a whole different ball game now. But Shane Bieber's velocity went down last season, but he was still lights out. Has one of the nastiest movements in the game on his curveball. Give me Shane Bieber at plus 1,600. Now for the Rookie of the Years. See, Rookie of the Year, you won't want to take the favorites, all right? Listen, none of these bets you really want to take the favorites because you don't want to wait that long for something that's only plus 500, plus 400. So the NL Rookie of the Year, if the favorite's Jordan Walker, I honestly think Jordan Walker is going to win it. He's a straight stud. But you don't want to wait that long for those odds. Those odds are just not worth it. So give me someone I know that's going to play the whole season, someone that has been hitting the ball well in the spring. Give me Spencer Steer from the Cincinnati Reds, all right, middle infielder. He's going to be playing the entire season. He's already listed as the starter, and he has a good bat, man. He kind of struggles a little bit with the power. He's not really a power hitter, but if he bats over 300 and gets walked a lot and works the count and this and that and helps the Reds a little bit, now it's going to be hard to help that team. That team's a little sorry as of right now, but I think Spencer Steer has a decent shot. Give me him at plus 2,500. And in the AL, all right, this is, listen, you don't want to take the favorites, all right? So this is a guy, I know he's going to start. He's a catcher, so he might not play every single day, but the catchers need time off. He's in a stacked lineup on the Angels. He's protected by Trout and Ohtani, and the Angels honestly have a really good lineup. Give me Logan O'Hoppe. All right, they acquired him from the Phillies last year. I know a decent amount about this cat. He's pretty good. He's going to be protected in this Angels lineup. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to score them runs. His bat was not bad in the springtime. At plus 2,000, give me Logan O'Hoppe. All right, I've seen him with the Phillies. He was decent. We got Brandon Marsh for him. Give me Logan O'Hoppe to win the AL Rookie of the Year. All right, and that does it. That wraps it up for my future bets for the MLB upcoming season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, all love, good. Best of luck to everyone. Let's go Phillies, of course. And if you're a Mets fan, I feel sorry for you because it's the Mets. All right, they find a way to choke.